The Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra is expected to debut soon, and rumors have already begun circulating that it will feature a camera capable of 200 megapixels. Given the source of these leaks, that's likely to be true. Discover the great Samsung S23 Ultra camera test features. 200 megapixel camera first look. We have seen and heard that the Samsung Galaxy S23 and S23 Plus may use the same 10 megapixel telephoto lens as the S22. That's to say that it's possible that the Galaxy S23 Ultra, much like the S22 Ultra, will feature a periscope camera. Anyway, here's all the buzz. Samsung Galaxy S23 cameras. There may be some encouraging information about Samsung's next flagship smartphone. The camera found on the S23 Ultra has been rumored to have 200 megapixels. Another leak suggested that Samsung may instead choose an older ISOCELL HP1 sensor for its next camera, contrary to prior speculations, which stated that Samsung's upcoming camera would have an ISOCELL HP3 sensor. However, recent rumors confirm that the Galaxy S23 Ultra will indeed include a 200 megapixel camera. This will be made possible by a brand new sensor developed by Samsung and given the codename ISOCELL HP2. It's possible that Samsung is developing another sensor for its flagship smartphone to maintain its position as the market leader. This will be an improvement over the company's already available 200 megapixel HP1 and HP3 models. This camera ain't kidding around, it's dead serious. Consequently, this may set up the S23 Ultra as an alternative to the iPhone 14 Pro. There is a possibility that the smartphone may feature a camera with a resolution of 200 megapixels, MP, 0.6 million extremely tiny pixels, and an aperture of f1.7, which appears to be significantly larger than the 48 megapixel camera sensor found in some phones, but only slightly compared to the S22 Ultra, which the S23 shares striking designs with. If you didn't know, the S23 and S22 look no different in terms of design. Uncover more in the coming minutes. Other sources suggest that the front-facing cameras on the Galaxy S23 and S23 Plus will each have a resolution of 12 megapixels. This would be the first time that this has happened. We do not know whether or not this claim is valid, nor do we know whether or if any more upgrades will be made to those that have been claimed. However, in light of the fact that the Galaxy S22 Ultra has a front camera with a resolution of 40 megapixels, it is high time that Samsung included shooting capabilities in the two more affordable variants. Moving on, there won't be any future improvements to the telephoto cameras. The Galaxy S23 and S23 Plus will each contain a 10 megapixel telephoto camera, which is similar to the cameras found on the Galaxy S22 and S22 Plus. On the other hand, the Galaxy S23 Ultra will maintain its 10 megapixel 10x optical zoom camera. It is still possible that more modifications might be made to the zoom cameras in the future. Still, given that the sensor resolution will remain the same, it is very unlikely that any alterations will be made. Samsung places a strong emphasis on making only the finest products. Before you go out and buy the newest thing, whether it's for yourself or a friend, you should probably check it out first. You may find out everything you need to know about the most aesthetically beautiful products on the market today by subscribing to our channel with notifications turned on. Design. The Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra may have a very similar design to its predecessor. The phone would have dimensions 3.07 by 0.35 inches, making it slightly larger than the Galaxy S22 Ultra, which has dimensions 3.06 by 0.35 inches. Alternatively, the phone might have dimensions of 6.43 by 3.07 by 0.35 inches. This is still the case even if a new camera tip makes the camera module bigger, which in turn leads the phone to become bigger as a consequence of the larger camera module. The camera is an instrument that teaches people how to see without a camera, says Dorothea Lange. Samsung already anticipated that the Galaxy S23 would feature wider bezels than its forerunners. If the phone's bezels become bigger in the months leading up to its debut, it might be a good indicator that it will likely survive its competitors in the long term. Without a doubt, the Samsung Galaxy S23's design will resemble that of the S22 series quite a bit. This is because more recent phones often resemble earlier models in terms of appearance. Another report claims that the Galaxy S23 will feature a 6.1-inch screen with a resolution of 1080 by 2340. The Galaxy S23 Plus will feature a 6.6-inch screen with the same resolution as the S23 Ultra, which will have a 6.8-inch screen with a resolution of 1440 by 3088. Better battery life. The Galaxy S22 comes in 3 different variants, each of which has appallingly low battery life. Even though it boasts a battery with a capacity of 5,000 mAh, the Galaxy S22 Ultra was not able to match the lifespan of other smartphones. The battery life of the Galaxy A53, which is in the middle price category, is likewise below average. To be able to compete with other competitive smartphones, which may or may not be delivered in 2023, Samsung will need to extend the battery life of its own devices to a greater extent. The Galaxy S22 and the Galaxy S22 fared badly in tests because of their smaller batteries. Better cooling. The swift overheating of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 CPU is not something that should come as a surprise to anybody. Because of this, it has trouble throttling, especially while playing games requiring much concentration. It was also expected that Samsung purposefully capped app performance to maintain the operating system's integrity. Although the conduct may have been questionable at best and unlawful at worst, it did highlight the need for improvements to be made to the cooling system of the Galaxy S22. Unique cooling technology in a high-end smartphone makes the device a great deal more pleasant to use for extended gaming periods. How soon can you expect to see the S23? Will Samsung follow its release timeline, or will they want to alter it? Find out in the coming minutes. A Qualcomm Snapdragon or an Exynos model. In spite of the fact that there was a great deal of anticipation around the flagship Exynos 2200 and the AMD graphics that it included, the performance of the device eventually fell short of expectations. Switching to Qualcomm's chips is the best option for Samsung if the company cannot discover why its Exynos processors perform worse than Qualcomm's Snapdragon chips. Despite that, we are supportive of efforts to undermine Qualcomm's regional monopoly in the Android smartphone market. Most of the best Android smartphones on the market today are powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon CPUs. The central processing units, CPUs, found in Qualcomm Snapdragon are more powerful than those found in Samsung's Exynos, but the silicon used by Apple is still far more advanced. Samsung Galaxy S23 possible release date. According to Samsung's historical trend of product launches, we can presumably expect the Galaxy S23 to be launched in February, much as the S22 did. It is anticipated that the Galaxy S23 will make its public debut sometime during the first half of the year 2023. Even if there have been multiple delays in the appearance of new Samsung phones as a result of the current coronavirus pandemic and processor shortages, the business very seldom deviates from its regular release timeline. We should have more information about the next generation of Qualcomm chipsets before the end of the year. This chipset might potentially be utilized in the next 3 generations of smartphones. The Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra cameras are top-notch, but other than that, they are identical to those on the Galaxy S21 Ultra. We are keeping our fingers crossed that the Galaxy S23 Ultra will significantly improve its battery life and performance. See also rumors around the S23's battery life by watching our video. Samsung S23 Ultra battery life you won't believe. This will change everything. I hope you got a kick out of watching today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next.